Hi, I'm David Lawrence, and I'm going to show you how to make a terrific recipe by Julie Van Rosendaal of dinnerwithjulie.com.
We're talking about homemade pizza today, which is totally up my alley because we make homemade pizza probably once a week around here. You could pull together a really decent pizza for far less than takeout pizza, and it'll be far better.
Let's get started. We've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour in the bowl. To that, we're going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of active dry yeast, a teaspoon of kosher salt. I'm going to whisk that together just to make sure it's incorporated. So to that, we're going to add 1½ cups of water. Now, you want to use warm water, something between 100 and 110 degrees. Okay, so now that the flour is incorporated and the dough has come together, I'm going to cover this with a plate, just like Julie recommends, and let it sit on the counter at room temperature for 24 hours. Okay, so the dough has risen for 24 hours. It looks beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle the countertop with a little bit of flour, punch down the dough, and just turn it out onto the counter. Now, it's still a little bit sticky at this point, but that's okay. We're going to hand knead in a little bit of flour just to make sure the dough comes together and doesn't stick. And now, we're going to press the dough into this pan. We're going to top it with a little bit of barbecue sauce. You can use whatever brand is your favorite. And then, I like to take a little bit more of the barbecue sauce and actually mix it with the shredded chicken. So then you just take the chicken and I just spread it out over the dough, nice and even. And then I like to top this with some shredded mozzarella cheese, quite a bit of it actually, and a few roasted red peppers. And then for a little bit of color and a little bit of onion flavor, I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of green onion. And I'm going to throw this into a 450-degree oven until the cheese is nice and melted and the crust is golden brown. Okay, so our pizza is done and it looks and it smells amazing. I can't wait to dig into this. Now, I did this as a pretty thick crust style. If you like a thinner crust, all you'd have to do is roll it out and put it into a bigger sheet pan. Set that on the plate. And just to finish it off, a little bit of chopped cilantro just to give it some freshness, and that looks awesome.
If you're intimidated by the thought of making pizza dough from scratch, once you've done it once or twice, you'll see how easy it is. And it requires all of about a minute of actual prep time. And it makes this wonderful, chewy, sort of bulbous pizza crust.
Julie, I'm really excited about this because, again, barbecue chicken pizza is one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to try this dough. But we want you guys to give it a try at home and let us know what you think. Get more recipes from Julie, along with other top food bloggers, at goodbite.com.